Dr. Sella here, and in any concept in the triple option offense, you want to teach it within a three-step procedure. Whether it's mid-triple, triple, mid-double, zone option, zone dive, you want to teach the concepts in a three-step procedure. I'm going to show you what the three-step procedure is right now. Number one, you want your line to identify the action key. And the action key is the first defensive lineman inside the tackle. You want them to be able to identify the action key because that's going to tell minimum of 4 people where to go, if not more. Number 2, the perimeter. After you teach identification of the action key, then it's identification of the run support and the deep defender. That's got to be done. For the backside receiver, he's just got to identify where the goalpost is and sprint there as fast as possible because that'll cut off whether he's split out wide, it cuts off the third player. If he's in flex, it cuts off the half field player. And then number 3, the ball secures. The ball secures have to know where to go with a secured football. So there's a 3-step procedure to teaching any triple option concept. Now we're going to put this into action right now. Here's an example of midline triple option. First thing identifies the action key, and the action on mid-triple starts at a 2-eye. So if there's no 2-eye, the call defaults to the center. If there's no 1 or 0, the center makes a back call, back. That tells the backside guard that he and the center are going to get their near knee through the crotch of whoever's in the A gap, near hand to the stomach, 4-inch northbound steps. Now, the beauty for the backside tackle is he's always going to sprint his belly button through the hip of the guard because that's what cancels the backside B gap. But the back call tells the guard and the tackle that they're veering inside and they're blocking the mic to the free safety. So you see, everything's built into the call. It's stimulus response. Everything's built into the call. So that's the first step of the procedure. Now, there are times where the tackle doesn't live on the call of the action key because he's a perimeter player. This happens on both triple option and midline triple option. For example, on midline triple option, if there's a 0 technique, now he pays attention to the A-backs call. On triple option, he's pretty much dependent on the A-backs call, whether he's veering inside, which is a load scheme, or he's veering outside on an arc scheme, or when he does get a deuce call, the deuce call will override the A-backs call. But in 2020, what's happening, coaches, is Army, Navy, and Air Force aren't blocking 3 techniques. They're reading them. So you don't really have to worry about that anymore. That's the beauty of running that much mid-triple. So the line's covered first. But remember this, the play side tackle, a lot of times he's a perimeter player. So keep that in mind. That's why you got to get offensive tackles that are more like perimeter blockers than offensive linemen. This is what makes it a unique system. Okay, now, the perimeter. The receiver's got to know who the deep defender is. Well, the deep defender is the strong safety. If there's no strong safety, it's the off corner. And if you don't have either of those, he's just going to run a vertical to the end zone as fast as he can because somebody's got to run with them, or else you just throw him the ball the next play because nobody's covering him. The A-backs can identify the run support. So basically, he counts from a 2 technique out in mid-triple. If it was inside veer, triple, you're counting from a 4-eye out. But he counts the 4, and he knows he twirls to number 3. But he makes a call because in certain situations, the tackle needs to know where to go. And then the backside receiver, we already talked about, he just sprints as fast as he can through the goalpost. Now, number 3 are the ball secures. The ball secures, then you can teach them. But here's the key, coaches. Here's the key. You got to teach this first because it all starts here. Because the bottom line is this. If your center doesn't know what he's doing, you're screwed. It's over. You're done. You will lose the game in the A gaps. So that's why you got to teach the action first. The perimeter comes second. Because then you got to establish who's blocking whom. Then you get to the ball secures. Because they're the next priority. So the quarterback, and the procedure is this, and you always hear me say it in all the 1,000 videos I've made. It's literally 1,000 videos now. I have to check, but I'm pretty sure it's 1,000 videos now. Everything's procedural. Quarterback takes the snap, jumps in the backside A-gap, points the ball. The B-back runs through the ball, bends off the guard's right hip. If number one cancels the B, the quarterback reseeds the ball, steps with his place-safe foot, replaces number one, and scores unless number two can tackle him. And if that's the case, the quarterback stops his feet and flicks the ball across his pec to the A-back coming around. The A-back leads at the snap. He hammer steps, takes 2 diagonal steps, turns up at 60 degrees to catch the pitch, hit the seam, and score. Now, do you notice how scripted that is? Okay? There's a reason why it's scripted. Because it's a procedure. It's a procedure. If you want to score points, stop talking about how you're going to score points and start scripting your procedure. That matters more than anything. And that's to get you closer to scoring points than talking about scoring points. Your procedure matters. So, there's a 3-step procedure to teaching any triple option concept. Identifying the action key so the linemen know where to go. The perimeter for the receivers, the A-back, and at times the place-side tackle. And the ball secures, so that the ball secures know exactly where to go and all the ifs and thens within a situation. That's a procedure. So you have procedures within a procedure. There's an action procedure, a perimeter procedure, and ball secure procedure. But overall, it's a 3-step procedure. Coaches, you want to run Army, Navy, and Air Force's offense the right way the first time within a procedure, which a lot of times we hear it called systems. But I'll get more specific. It's a procedure. Call me, 570-332-0265, 570-332-0265, and go to tripleoptionfootball.com/testimonials. You can see all the success stories coming out of the camps in the academy. Just had a school in Oklahoma a couple weeks ago win the Class C state championship in Oklahoma. So proud of them. I've got so many stories. I can help you win more games in 2021. But you got to give me a call. I'll see you in the next video. Later.